Merry Christmas, Refuge. I just want to take a few moments to encourage you today from the Word. Before I do hope that your day today is filled with good food and good presents, good family, and just a good day overall, good coffee, good desserts. I hope you celebrate well today. As we said on Sunday, we want to see and celebrate our Savior this Christmas. We've said we want to wait, we want to make room, and today's the day where we see Him and we celebrate Him. And so, I'd even encourage you to make sure you're setting aside some time today, a moment today, to get alone with the Lord, to spend with the Lord. Let me have you turn to Isaiah chapter 9. Pretty famous, if you've ever been to church, kind of Christmas passage. It's a prophecy from Isaiah, who way before Jesus ever showed up tells us what to expect of this Jesus that would come, and even this Christmas day. And it says this in Isaiah 9, starting in verse 6. It says, "For to us, church, to us, for us." It's so interesting, when you consider that God for us, God to us, because of our sin, very much could have been God against us, but in love and in grace, as we're talking about, He chose to come near us. So the passage says, "For to us a child is born," a gift to us. A child is born, a son is given. This Jesus is given. And then it says this about this Jesus. It says, "The government shall be upon His shoulders," meaning He will have authority above all other authority. "And His name shall be called Wonderful Counselor." You get two names there. You get that He's going to be wonderful, kind of biased, even without the counseling part. He's wonderful, being near Him, being around Him, but He's also a wonderful counselor. And that, when we have needs, when we feel, pain, when we feel a struggle, when we have questions, He is the counselor we can meet. He is the mighty God. The next name for Jesus is given. He all-powerful, all-might, which is what allows Him to live a perfect life and die on the cross and suffer in our place and resurrect 3 days later. He's the everlasting Father. And His love cannot be emptied. It can never pour out. It's unconditional. It is, that word everlasting means it has no end. He's an everlasting Father full of love towards you and I. And then it says He's the Prince of Peace. I always consider that, and I couple that with another passage in Isaiah 53, where it says the stripes that brought us peace were upon Him. And I consider that because I consider today, if we experience any peace on this earth, and if we have any hope of peace for eternity, it's because of what Christ came to do. He is the Prince of Peace. He's the one who deals it out generously because He is the one who owns it. And then it goes on to say, "Of the increase of His government and peace, there will be no end. On the throne of David and over His kingdom, to establish it and uphold it." And it says He's going to uphold His kingdom with justice and righteousness. And that righteousness that's describing there is not you and I being righteous. It's not our righteousness, but it's His righteousness given to us, or big word, propitiated to us. His righteousness given to us even though we don't deserve it, from this time forward and evermore. And then it concludes with this. Now don't miss this if you're kind of reading along. The end of verse 7, Isaiah 9, says this: "The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this." Another way to say is the passion of the Lord of hosts. His desire of His heart is to redeem and reconcile. And so as you sit around celebrating Christmas today, eating good food, giving good gifts around good family, having a good time, would you keep in mind that the zeal of the Lord is what allows for that to take place? Because you've been reconciled to God, you have a hope and a future. So today can be a day of peace and of goodness, because the zeal of the Lord of hosts is the one who has done this. Merry Christmas, Refuge. Can't wait to see you in the new year.